So, I have this PS1 to fix, and also for reference, I have my childhood PS1, and I want you to take a close look because we're gonna compare this one with the other one, and I want you to notice this is completely functional, and I want you to take a look inside. So, if you look here, and compare this with this one, and let's see if you can spot the fault. Can you see it? And if not, here in the middle, there's a part missing. And that part is this spinny thing. So that's what's missing on the faulty PS1. So what I'm gonna try to do first is open up this faulty PS1, and I will replace the laser assembly. Hopefully this laser assembly is fine and it's gonna work super well. If not, the other option will be to try to remove one of these spinny things from a bunch of other components that I have lying around that might be helpful. So yeah, let's take it to the blue mat and see if that's an easy fix. Getting into the PS1 is quite easy because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 screws. And they're all Phillips head, so this should be quite easy. And it seems like I was mistaken because this screw here, which is in the front and the middle, needs this kind of a screw head. I don't know if that's factory or if somebody else has been inside of it. I believe the PS1 should all have the same screw. But actually, I'm gonna just double check mine just to see if mine has it as well. And no, on mine, we also have a Phillips screw. So this indicates to me that somebody else has been inside of this console. And also, just double checking all the other screws, they also seem to be Phillips. So that's interesting. Now that all the screws are out, I believe the only thing we have to do is lift this part off and we should be in. All right. This all looks nice. I do see some tape here. I'm not really sure what that's for. I don't believe that's standard, or maybe it is. And I can't see anything super different. And just a word of caution, here's the power supply. That is deadly if you're not careful with it. So if you're gonna open up your own PS1, stay well aware of that area. And I think to take out the drive assembly, all you need to do is disconnect this ribbon cable. What am I saying, button? And is that, no, just stuck in there. So now it's out. Also these cables, which are out as well. And I think that should be it. We can just lift this one out. I'm just lifting it carefully in case I forgot something, which you all know I usually can do. And yeah, that's the CD assembly out. So we could just go ahead and put in the replacement one, which I got. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if this one works as well. I just got it when buying this one. But what I want to do is just check the board to see if there are any fun surprises waiting for us. So I'm gonna disconnect the power supply cable, and I think that's also just a cable you pull out, which it is. And to get to the main board, all we need to do is screw out 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws, and also disconnect this cable, which I'm gonna do now. And that's also just a cable that you pull out, and that cable goes to the controller and memory card ports, which we could take out as well, but I don't see a point. And I believe we can take the shield out. So let's try to do that. It's coming off pretty easily. Do we have something fun under here? This all looks original. And I wonder if I can just take out the motherboard. I don't think I can. So I'm wondering what this is. So I think we have to take out these 4 screws to get the motherboard out. So let's do that as well. Because I'm really curious about this part and I want to see what's going on under here. And these are really stuck in there. I think that should be it. I don't think the controller parts are holding the motherboard down. And yes, that's coming out quite easily. Okay, wait. This is interesting. So this must be some kind of custom thing, right? See, if we look here. Oh, and this isn't even soldered to anything. This is some kind of a chip. So I do believe this one was modded, but I can't really see where it should go. I mean, it lays down like this. So I'm thinking maybe one of these pads down here. But I can't really see where that one should go. So I'm thinking I'll take this under the microscope. And I will just see if I can see any signs of where this was supposed to go. What kind of a chip is this now that we're here? It's a 12C509-P0468W, I believe. It's interesting. All right. So we are under the microscope now, and I'm trying to see signs of where that cable could have gone. The thing is, it's not super clear. Looking at the cable, it does look like it has had solder on before. But I can't really see a point that it may have been connected to, but maybe this point looks a little suspicious, and also maybe this one. Does it look like there's been signs of something being there? I think it has. Checking the components around it, I can't really see it not being one of these pads, and these go. This one goes into this plane here, and down the VS here, and also somewhere here. So maybe that's connected to this chip somehow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check exactly what this little Modchip does, and maybe then it will give me some ideas to where to put it back together. So I've done some reading online, and I can't really find what kind of Modchip this is. I'm thinking I'll ask on Reddit later or something, but I have a strong suspicion that that the wires should be in this pad right here. So what I'm gonna do is put some solder on it and then try to reattach it, and I'll put the PS1 back together and we'll see if it works or not. Because sometimes you just have to try things out and see how it goes. And I don't want to burn holes in the other wires, so I'm gonna take it easy. I mean, that looks okay. For me at least. Now if I put this like so. Wait, wasn't that the wrong pad as well? I think it was. That should be on there. By the way, if you like any of this content and want to see me fix more stuff, please subscribe. Thanks very much. Bit of a clean as well. Fine. And I'm really hoping it was that pad and that I didn't confuse myself, but we will see. So now we're gonna put it back together and we'll see how it goes. And I realized that I did this screw wrong, I think. And let's plug in the power supply, the controller ports, and let's not forget our new laser assembly, which should be facing this way. And here it is, put partially together. So let's take it to the TV and see if it works. So here it is, and actually I just realized that I haven't even tested if the thing powers on. So hopefully it does. We'll see about that. See that it goes in well, and come on. Alright, so it's starting up. I can hear it spinning up. that's a good start. And what does this mean? This is the memory cards. Does this mean that it read the CD? I don't think it read the CD. It's not even spinning actually. Wait. Give me a second. So for this to spin, you have this button that should go in. Oh no, wait, that's the eject. So it's just this one. I'm just gonna swap hands. Will the CD spin up? I mean, not for much. It's like you can't read it. Does the motor do anything at all? Or does the lens move? I mean, the lens moves. It's just going up and down. So it's like you can't recognize a CD, I think. Trying to see if the motor will move. But no. There's something not quite right with this PlayStation. So I'll have to take it out and have a look. Maybe I put the connections in the wrong way or something. We'll see. So I've done some more testing and I've used my working PS1's disk drive, which isn't aligned properly, but I used that disk drive instead just to rule out if there are any motherboard problems. And as we can see, it is now... Okay, wait. Let me just press X. As we can see in here, it's reading disks now. So there's no problem with the motherboard, there's a problem with the old disk drive. So I'm going to see if I can adjust the potentiometers a bit, and we'll see if it will be working. Alright, I have done some more investigation after having my own CD assembly working in this PlayStation I'm working on now. And I did some measurements, and on the potentiometer on my CD drive, I have 880 ohms roughly, a bit more. But on this one, we have a little bit over 800. So what I'm thinking is now, I will adjust these values until we get about to 800 and see if that does anything. So just adjusted it a bit counterclockwise. And we have 850 and a bit above. So we're just gonna adjust it a bit more. I mean 865, that should be close enough. So I'm gonna test it out and get back to you. We are back once again, and let's test the PS1 out. It is spinning. And look at that. I think it's working. Let's start a track. Yeah, I don't even have the... That's stupid. I need the controller, obviously. Okay. So, we're pressing down on the disc once again. Even my bird is really happy. So it has read it. Let's play it. This is starting to spin up. And if you, maybe now you can hear it. My bird is really happy. So it's working. I actually got a PlayStation CD drive to work, which is awesome. Also, I did Prismatic. He was supposed to be asleep, but I couldn't contain myself from recording. Anyway, I did what we call in Sweden en liten feeling, which is a little ugly one. This shell is for my PlayStation 1, but it's a bit grayed, and I think my PlayStation looks way better with the new shell. I don't really care about the bottom that it's a bit grayed out. But yeah. So we actually finally have a win over Sony. That's awesome. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I think that was it. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Hope you got entertained. Goodbye.